Welcome back to the GSL. I'm Tasteless, and with me is Artosis. Together we're the Cassian Archon, Tastosis, and we are here with our final best of three. It's a short day. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So sorry.
Wasn't my idea. It was John's idea.
John did it.
We had a short day today. No, but like we just gotten so far in the Code 8 tournament, there's just not as many games left to commentate.
No, there's not.
So we already have one
that's
player.
That's the price
in the
we
final.
pay for having better games.
Yeah.
Less of them. It makes sense. StarCraft is a pyramid.
It is. Kind of like
the best games are at the top.
Yeah.
You know, within sight of the sun god.
Yes.
Further down we go.
If it's a food pyramid, the best games are basically all the good stuff.
The sugary
down here
stuff.
at the bottom, the games that are not so good. A lot of carbs and stuff like that. Doesn't taste as good, It's not as exciting.
No. All right.
So if you're a vegetarian, even you're like Artosis, in the middle of the pyramid might be the most exciting part. Right there.
Should be for everyone.
Yes, it should be.
Don't listen to the USDA
And in fact,
food period.
Roughly in the... whoops, hold that thought. We're introducing our players now. Here we have
Xenix Byun. Used to be a Protoss player, and now is a Terran player. Used to be known as Bleach. He's playing really well at Terran, though. I think it's better than his Protoss was even. And he took out Jelizerg yesterday, or 2 days ago, and that was pretty impressive. He's also taking out Songho and Slayer's Golden.
He's probably thinking about it right now. He's like, yeah, I beat all those guys. So, we have a very strong player. I honestly don't know what this guy's potential is.
You know what? I have to point out, when I look at him, for some reason, I don't know why, I think of the anime Death Note. I don't know what it is, but I just think of the anime Death Note, and maybe someone can enlighten me as to why that is.
I have not seen Is it Death Note good?
Death Note is one of the best ever made.
Well, if it's a quality anime, I'm all about it. I'll check it out, Artosis. Over here we have Fox Lin representing the War3 scene, and he is sporting a seriously shiny jacket. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Lin, charming guy, all-around nice guy.
He is.
Really accomplished Warcraft.
Quick player, yeah. Great work player.
Now, we've noticed from Lin, just like Moon, is that the War3 guys kind of tend to play this gimmicky micro style. They don't focus as much on expanding. Moon and Lin actually had a fairly close game in the last set they played.
Yeah.
But nobody was expanding. I think this might be tough for Lin here. Against somebody like Xenix Byun, I don't know what this guy's potential is, but he seems to be really good.
I think that Byun is actually one of these newcomers that is going to have a lot of potential. But first, let's look at the maps. Zelnaga Caverns, Metalopolis, Delta Quadrant. Delta Quadrant is a rotationally symmetric map.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired today. Both the players took out Blistering Sands. Anyways, we might have positional imbalance in the third match. Everything else should be good. But I think Xenix Byun is a player that actually has a lot of potential, a new player. So we're going to have to see how he does against Lin here.
Yep, the countdown has started. So let's get ready for our final best of three today here at the GSL. In the red at the bottom left, here we have our first Terran player here. One of them will go on to the finals. We, of course, have humorously censored out his last name because it also can be a curse word in Korean.
Means
We're
blue.
just so funny and charming out here. In the blue,
Fox Lin
is Fox Lin, a very accomplished War3 player.
Of course. Everyone knows Lin.
It's not just about his amazing hair.
No. Although I really like his hair. It's good style.
I have not received any comments about my new hair color, Artosis.
I'm sorry. It looks
I'm
really
like
good,
that
though.
really needy girlfriend. She's like, you notice something different? And you're like, no. And she's like, I got a haircut. And it's like the same haircut she had before, but it's like she got a haircut.
You have to actually...
You got to be careful, man.
You have to have pre-built things for that, such as, yeah, baby, you look more beautiful today than yesterday.
That's
I don't know
what
how
you got to
did
say.
it. Stop.
Oh, God, I love you. So, teaching everybody not just StarCraft here, but life.
It's true.
at the GSL.
Tasteless and Artosis, life coaches for hire.
Oh, yeah. We'd be great
$1,000
life
an hour.
coaches. I might give you a
Or
discount.
free on the GSL.
Yeah.
Our other time, very valuable, though.
Yeah, you either pay us about $1,000. We basically tell you how to do it, how to be a
How to do
baller,
life, man.
how to do life, how to do it
We're
right.
right, too. We know.
We already know. You got to believe us. We have our own TV show commentating the best game in the world.
Yeah.
We did something right.
Something. Still trying to figure out what that is.
No, wait. He's going to try to go over this SCD.
It's going to be
This
pretty hard.
SCD clearly doing something right, too. He must have been life coached by us because he has not randomly moved up
He
above
had a
the
mind
depot.
barrels a long time before it.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like Byun is going to go for no gas stasis, as is Lin. So very contrary to the games that we just saw, these two both look like they're going to go for just a one barracks gasless marine expansion.
So this could be a pretty long game. Lin, the question I think for Lin is, can Lin compete with somebody who seems to be a pretty strong macro and position-oriented Terran? And also, I think one thing both these guys have is they can bounce back from bad situations. They're not phased by it.
Yeah,
They have good nerves.
Even though Lin sometimes says, oh, I'm nervous playing on TV and stuff like that, he still has much better nerves than most pro gamers.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Now, both of them making their command centers, getting their gases up, jumping up immediately to 2 gases because they aren't Marine King Prime.
That's right.
You know what I was just thinking? Marine King Prime, a good name for him would be Bino. That'd be a good ID for him. Bino gets rid of the gas, man.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Bino,
It's
no
too
gas.
smart to be funny.
You're just too funny, Artosis.
That's right. All right.
Stand back in awe of your wittiness.
Thank you. Both players getting factories. A second barracks being made pretty quickly for Byun.
All right. Barracks on the way. This is just such an interesting game here. I have no idea how it's going to turn out.
Yeah. Well,
because I frankly thought that one of them would at least go for a gas build. So let's see,
So
how
it
they
looks
each
like
think they're going to respond.
it has to transition into somewhat of a macro game, it seems, Byun, I think, might be the first player to get aggressive. He does have 2 barracks out, a reactor and a tech lab going up. Lin going to be the first, though, to float his command center over, just slightly.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you're new to StarCraft, when you build the orbital inside your base or your expansion command center, when the orbital finishes, always send out the first mule before you lift it.
Yeah.
Always.
Unless you're saving it for scan, but if you are, you're probably not flying out there quite yet.
So, we have Stim on the way. Could be heavy infantry. And I don't know. It's kind of been a passive game. We're sort of waiting to see where this game's going to go. Don't forget about the tasteless secret hallway in the upper left-hand corner of the map. You can
Why are you
sneak
letting
by
these
them.
people in on that, Tasteless?
Oh, that's right.
It's a very secret thing.
But the John, the translator, everybody knows that hallway.
Yeah.
Bottom right.
Bottom right. In fact, someone's using it right now.
There he is.
Tasteless.
See,
There's
John
an
probably
SCV.
told. There's an SCV there right now.
Yeah. Just chilling back there. It's like John told me about this, LOL.
And as you can see, using John, the secret translator hallway.
Yeah, when John tells you about a hallway, man, you come out of that and get killed by Marines. Don't listen to John about hallways, man. Guy doesn't know anything about hallways. He pretends to. He doesn't, though.
Now, it looks like Lin has scanned Xenix Byun and basically has a very good idea of where he is. And when you look at Lin's base, it does appear that they're roughly at the same rate.
Yeah, right now, 33 SCVs each. Supply-wise, 54 to 62 with Lin in the lead there. He's making a few more units. Pumping out from his barracks a little bit quicker. But, very similar economies, so not a big difference. Byun can catch up in supply.
Nice engineering bay positioning. This stops Blue Flame Hellions from zipping around through the back. Now it's going to be Xenix Byun that's going to move out.
Yep, I had a feeling he would be the first one moving out in this game. He did get his second barracks a little bit quicker, which normally shows a tendency towards aggression.
We might see a drop off here now with, excuse me, with Xenix Byun kind of in the middle of the map. Actually, he looks like he's going to try to attack. Meanwhile, there's going to be a drop in his main.
Yes, there is. It's a 7 Marine drop. And he does not have stim yet, while Byun does. So Byun chases him right out of there. And Byun looking like he may want to attack Tasteless.
Did he actually forget stim? Am I mistaken?
Yeah, Lin forgot stim. He just started it now. Oopsie.
Oh, man, that is so bad.
He actually went combat shields first, actually, to be honest.
Lin
That's what
straight up
happened.
snarfed that. That was like, no. What?
He got combat shields. I don't know why he went for a drop while he was going combat shields first.
No, I know. It's exactly what I mean. Like, you don't go for a drop and not have stim. Marines are going to kill anything quickly without stim. Snarf.
Byun still trying to be aggressive, but Lin has more tanks. He's closer to his rally points as well, so should have a bigger army. What will Byun do? May set up a light contain.
And you can see Byun's just checking, saying, all right, what is he up to? Note, one thing that Byun didn't do, which is strange, is he didn't kill up the gold rocks before doing this.
Oftentimes you will see that. Byun, though, behind in supply still 100 to 108. So Lin actually having a slightly better macro here. In fact, he has 53 SCVs to 46 of Byun. So he's macroing quite well.
I'm really curious to see the future of Byun in pro gaming. I think he's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, it seems so. His strategies are a little bit original, but still strong and macro based. I like it. I like his style. His Protoss I didn't like.
Well, Terran seems to suit him much better.
Yeah, it certainly does.
He's also got the right mindset. Oh, stim.
Byun. Oh, no! For some reason, thinking he can stim and run in there, loses.
You know what you might want to do?
Not a lot, but
I was about to say is move the siege tanks over here.
I love moves like this.
Sieging up.
You know, this main is so small, you can oftentimes tank it like this. And Lin looks like he's going to have to lift that barracks off and lose a reactor along with it.
Oh, stimming right as the siege tanks are sieging up.
Oh, no. Lin making a huge tactical blunder, trying to just get up there and get a free siege. Siege is slow. You have to be so careful when you're doing something like that. You need to guard it. Otherwise, it's going to be a luck-based, please let this work type of thing. Lin loses that barracks. Does not even lift it off.
Lin just goes ahead, stims, and tries to engage.
The siege tanks will do a lot of splash damage, but Lin should be able to clean up here.
Yeah, he's going to clean that up easily. Very nice.
So loses some units. Right now, supply has equalized 101 to 101.
Lin should be slowing down a little bit here because of those production facilities that were basically, pushed north, destroyed or relocated.
Byun getting ready to take the gold base. Lin, though, gearing up for an attack of his own, it looks like. Rallying his units into the center of the map.
Well, for the time being, I really don't know what Lin's plan is. Lin oftentimes, it was Lin, correct, in one of our games where he just sort of allowed his opponent to control the middle of the map. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
He was doing, running around the map.
Marauder.
Yeah, he seems to be doing a better job this time around.
Oh, certainly.
Terran vs. Terran is a very, very difficult matchup to learn, though.
Yeah, it's extremely complex.
Back when I played random, hold that thought. Stim over here, battle. Siege tanks up.
Lin spreading his Marines a bit, trying to get those siege tanks dead. Not
nice.
sieging his own tanks, which is a very smart move in this particular battle. A lot of times, Terrans would just blindly siege, like, well, they're better in siege mode. No, they actually deal damage really quick unsieged. And against a bunch of siege tanks in a line like that, oftentimes you can just spread and target them, and they will go down very fast on siege tanks. Lin over pushing now, and he's gonna maybe get caught off guard here. These Marines gonna take out several siege tanks, Tasteless. Oh my.
He darts back, but the gold base location is no longer free for Byun. And now Lin can control that area. I don't know what he's gonna do. If he's gonna go make an orbital and try to float that over elsewhere, I do not know.
Yep, both of them very even right now supply-wise. Byun, though, a little bit contained. He's going to have to be careful with anything he does here through the center. Oh, and that was a very weird choice by Byun. Lin coming in with a concave, and looks like he is going to take that out. Lin now with a big lead, 134 to 112, but the bigger lead being he just killed more siege tanks. Now he might even kill this command center of Byun.
Oh my God, Lin's coming back.
Also, Lin getting a much better position. Byun gonna have a super hard time pushing out of here.
Lin has leveled up in his StarCraft 2 career. He started out as a level 1 Blade Master, wind walking every once in a while. Now he's already up to level 3. That's, of course, the turning point level in Warcraft 3 is when you get that hero to level 3.
That's right.
That's right.
Level 3 Terran now.
He might creep jack the finals from his opponent here, Zenix Byun.
We will see. He's setting up a very strong contain right now. The only thing he's going to want to be really careful about is any counter drops. Now, Lin going to move down the side, deciding that it is time, spreading those Marines very well, sieging up his siege tanks. And Byun going to lose a lot of Marines and a lot of SCVs, but all the Marines of Lin going down, more are being stemmed and running down, trying to take out this little drop from Byun, a very nice time drop to try to take out some more siege tanks. And Lin's units down bottom definitely cleaned up quite a bit, but he is still ahead.
Lin might want to relocate. Yeah. That's exactly what he does.
Well, he's got 2 command centers on the way, Tasis. One floating over the gold, the other being made down at the low ground base.
Yeah.
And if he just goes into turtle mode, he is 25 supply up. You know, he's just, that's going to be something very good. He's even got 12 more SCVs than his opponent. So turtling it out from here could be a very good call.
All right, siege mode up.
And losing a lot of siege tanks there. Not a good thing, Tasteless.
Now this is Zenix Byun's chance to try to come back. He needs to, actually has to, control his opponent's gold base. Looks like he's right in position. Perfect position.
You know, Lin made a mistake having his tank sieged within vision of the Xel'Naga watchtowers. You do not want to do that, because then Byun got the free hits on them despite not having any Vikings out for spotting. Now Lin looks like he's being caught up to, Tasteless.
Looks like Lin, somebody told him about the Tasteless secret hallway.
As a conga line of SCVs going in there.
Oh, man. Now the gold base has been occupied first here, so Byun's economy is about to explode.
That's right. Lin is going to have an additional base, though. Lin trying to do what he can with these Marines. Siege tanks have Byun moving up forward a little bit, but for some reason, Lin decides to stim an attack in there, but it's working out for him. Wow, he just took out a lot of siege tanks and a lot of Marines, and suddenly Byun, he is left with just a handful of tanks in the middle of nowhere.
Man, oh man, oh man. And another drop over here by Lin. Lin is everywhere. Now, see, for unit count, we had 44 SCVs now compared to the 74, 73 now SCVs for Lin. I think Lin's got this. I'm just saying.
Yep.
That Lin kid, he's pretty crazy good.
Lin taking bases all over the place, taking out his opponent's gold command. And right now, his supply is 136 against 92. It seems like Byun has almost nothing left he can try. Just cannot get that crucial third base up.
All right. Meanwhile, we have Lin going to try to save his expansion over here. The Zenix Byun is sieged up to get the
sending his SCVs in to hit the siege tanks.
Very
and
nice.
Yeah, it looks like Lin should be able to save this.
Actually, he
Never
didn't
mind.
focus fire the Marines.
Looks like Byun wins that battle, Tasteless.
Terran vs. Terran has become very interesting because, even though you want to ultimately get rid of the siege tanks, sometimes you need to get rid of those Marines first.
That's right. Marines
The damage
have
per second is
insane
so
DPS.
fast.
Yeah. More so than siege tanks.
Oh, yeah.
Siege tanks, though, with their splash damage, sometimes overcome that. DPS isn't the only thing, Tasteless.
It's like APM. It's not everything,
That is correct.
Now, still the gold base cannot be occupied yet for Byun. Lin does have 3 bases, so he has a greater source of income.
Yep. Lin just keeps on expanding, Tasteless. Really
Lin,
stay on
once
top
again.
of that. Lin wanting to get through here, should be targeting the siege tanks with his siege tanks. And bam, takes out Byun's army. Byun in such a hard spot, Tasteless. He is at 61 supply against 115 of Lin. Almost doubled. He's got really no economy going on. No third base is ready. Lifting off his main command center. That's going to maybe not help as much as he hopes. Because Lin now has the gold base and the right, an expansion on the right side of the map.
This has been a bit of a slugfest, and frankly, Zenix Byun shouldn't have engaged in something like this, because that's going to be what Lin's good at. It's just like War 3, man. It's you have tons of engagements, back and forth, microing units.
It's quite true.
If I was going to play against Lin and I wanted to beat him, I would probably try to play a drawn-out economic game.
Yeah, a positional battle game.
A ton of battles.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's one thing Warcraft 3 players that are good don't panic about. It's engaging armies.
Looks like a nice little drop here by Byun. We're just walking those Marines over there. But may, in fact, will he kill that? No. Lin coming up with a lot of units. Lin's still well ahead. In fact, he has siege tanks killing all the SCVs that go down to the gold base of Byun. Goodbye, mules.
Not my mules. Nice play.
SCV's chilling over there.
What are these SCVs doing?
Here's
Like, hey,
watching.
screw you guys.
You guys are lucky we don't have a command center over here. We'd be mining crazily. And Lin trying to go in for the kill here.
He's actually going to do it. There it is.
GG.
GG. Lin. Lin. Slaying nerds.
That's right. Lin takes down game 1 against Zenix Byun. He only needs one more, and he will be in the finals of Code A, which is a pretty big deal, because that means he gets to choose who he plays against in the up and down matches.
San Zenith.
Next, live forever.
That's what I'd pick.
Me too.
Well, I said it already in that game, but I want to emphasize it. You should not play that kind of game against Lin to get a little bit of a boxing match on Xel'Naga Caverns. Lin's from War 3. Those guys attack each other on and off all the time. They always make the right decisions, somebody like Lin especially, on when to retreat, where to go next, where to attack here, and obviously Lin was going to win that.
Yeah.
If you're going to play against Lin, do a passive Terran versus Terran, contain style, probably don't even attack.
Positionally based, most likely.
Right.
Just siege up in good positions, stop drops.
Immobile position based.
Yeah.
Not soft contains where you're just sieging up a few things here, then you unsiege and you go over here.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Just big lines of siege tanks,
Don't
missile
do that.
turrets all around. That is a hard type of style to get through for a lot of these guys. Well, it's time, Tasteless.
The countdown's begun, so get ready. Let's see if Lin closes this out or if Zenix Byun has a comeback.